You know, problems in the housing sector were what started the last recession. So if there's a default, and I know there's a big question about the if, that is where many people might feel it, in their neighborhood. Why would that be? Because there are already indications that if a default comes, there could be a change in interest rates. They could rise in the interest rates. What that means is that fewer people would be able to afford your home. And because they can't afford your home, housing prices, which have been rising, would start falling again, to say nothing about what it would do to about 2 million construction jobs in this country, which have been slowly trying to rebuild. And it's not just true of homes. If you were trying to buy a car or open a business and you need a loan, those interest rates will also play a role there. Concern number two, real money, basic money from the government. What if you receive, or somebody in your family receives, Social Security or Medicare or student loans or anything like that? About 148 million Americans have that right now. That's a little bit less than half the country. So what do you do in a practical sense if your father, who relies on veterans benefits, suddenly finds they're delayed or simply go away altogether? Another possible impact if we reach that dire circumstance of a default. Here's another really big one that affects almost everybody: jobs. In the environment we're describing, the potential for businesses to start shedding more jobs is huge. And remember, in the last recession, this country lost about 8 million jobs, and only now is it trying to recover those jobs. So you have a sense of how tenuous that circumstance would be. And here's one last area to think about in all of this. What about your savings? What about all that money you've put aside for your golden years, for retirement, or maybe for your kids' education, or maybe for some special purchase down the line? That money is locked up, as John King mentioned a little while ago, in 401ks and in different mutual funds and in different investments. In the circumstances we're describing here, if that comes to pass, all of those savings could lose substantial value. Wolf, that is why some analysts here who are most concerned about this say this would not be just about D.C., but it could be about you.